Good afternoon everyone, it's Ali and welcome to today's video. So today guys, I am starting a new journal and I'm starting with autumn. I was going to do another sort of summery themed one and I wasn't feeling it. I've done enough with flowers and things and I was dying to get started with autumn. So my first one, I'm going to be doing a couple of autumn journals, but the first one I wanted to do sort of a mixed media kind of journal. I've bought some kits from Bontique Vintage Designs. I just love his Etsy shop. He's just so vibrant with colour and whimsical. I just love it, and I just wanted to do for autumn, for my first journal, something whimsical and, you know, really lovely autumn colours. Get me paints out and my stencils and do some gel printing, make some leaves, just some nice things to make. So I've bought 4 kits here and it was, I think it was about £5.60 for 4 kits. Can't go wrong. He's got a lot of autumn fall kits on his Etsy shop. I will link it below. I'm not, you know, sponsored or anything like that. I'm just showing you the kit. So these are the papers that I'm going to be using. I'm going to do a 2 signature journal, and they're just huge kits, absolutely huge. I mean, I've printed off a lot, and there's some papers that I haven't printed because I had enough, so I've printed double-sided. Can you see? Just like really nice and whimsical. Just thought a nice mixed media journal would be lovely. Just lovely, really lovely kits. And like I said, he's got a good few different autumn ones. And we've got that one. They're just lovely. So yeah, time of the year, autumn. Love autumn, taking us into winter. Have I printed that twice? Oh no, it's a different one, isn't it? Is it? Oh no, I thought I'd printed the people twice, but I haven't. Isn't it lovely? It's not going to be everybody's cup of tea, but I love it. I absolutely love it. Not put signatures together yet or anything. I just thought I'd show you this, and I'm going to make a start on the cover today. They're just gorgeous. Just love them. Yeah, and then that one. So that's my kit pages. Okay, and then the ephemera, I think. Oh, sorry, I've just dropped something on the floor. Let me think. Oh, these were just some pages from that kit that I've printed out extra for ephemera. The different pages, like I said, it was a huge kit, so I thought these would be nice to make ephemera with. And there's still pages I haven't printed out. So inexpensive to buy. Yeah, I'm really looking forward to doing this one. And that one. Okay, so they're going to be for my ephemera making. What have I just done with me little... There's one. Little paper clips. Okay, and then this is ephemera from the main kit. Well, I bought 2 ephemera kits. These that I'm going to show you first were with the first kit. I've just printed coffee dyed on the back. Again, they just go lovely with the kits. Oh, I've got them upside down, back to front. I'll link them in the description box below if you want to have a look. If you've never looked at his Etsy shop, have a look. If you like this kind of thing, and like I said, it's not everybody's cup of tea, but I love it. I've made a few mixed media journals with his kits. So I think, yeah, they were... I'm just still going, I'll tell you in a minute. Yeah, they were part of the kit. And then this was a separate one. I think this was like £1.05. I just thought they were nice. Nice bits of ephemera that I can add on to. Might not use them all. going to be a nice big mixed media journal. Yeah, £1 something this one was. You can't go wrong, can you? So that's the ephemera. And then I also bought, let's just pop that on there, I also bought a fussy cutting kit, which again was under £2. And I wanted to show you so I can sit and make a start fussy cutting this evening. These are just lovely. Aren't they lovely? So they're what I'm using. Obviously you don't have to use them. If you want to just journal along, make the journal, you can use whatever you want. You don't have to have these kits. You can do whatever you want. So that's all my kits and papers. Let me just put this little paper clip back on here, then I can keep them all together. So I'm going to make a start on the cover today. Let's just put that there. Come on, get in. Right, let's just move these. Okay, I'm just going to get my glass mat because I'm going to be using some Mod Podge. You will get a bit of a reflection, but you won't see it in a minute when so I'm making it out of oh my goodness, shopping bag. I couldn't think what it was called then. Now mine measures, and I'll tell you why it measures this. It measures 15 inches. 15 inches, well almost 16, and by 9. Okay, I like to have my cover 6 by 9. Okay, so we want 6 and 6, which is 12, and then I want a 3-inch spine because it's going to be a nice big thick journal. So that's 15 inches. I think I've gone just over 15, but that's, yeah, that's fine. And what I've done is I'm going to collage onto here. You can see I've put like a temporary spine in there, and what I've done is I've found the middle of the bag, and then I've gone 1.5 inch that way, 1.5 inches that way, and I just got my ruler, I drew a line, and then I got my ruler, folded it over, got my bone folder and burnished that side. So then I just crease my spine, and then as you can see there now I've got like a what should be 3-inch spine. Okay, so that's what I've done to just sort of create the base. Now when I've collaged, I'll have to reinforce the spine again. You don't have to put a spine in it, you could just fold it in half. I just like to know that I've got that big spine to work with. So what we're going to do is we're going to collage onto here, and what I've done is I have printed some papers off. I think this one I'm going to make the front cover out of there. I'm not 100% decided, but I've printed some papers off, and what I'm going to do is I'm just going to tear them down to collage with. I've printed just sort of, you know, plain ones that we can use. So what I'm going to do first is I'm just going to get my ruler. I want straight edges, so I'm just going to, not too many there, just gonna rip my papers, and the same with these. I think I've got a few too many there to rip together. I'm going to do some bigger ones and some smaller ones, like so. And I'm just going to, so they're sort of plain ones, they're blue, they're orange, and then same with these. I won't use them all, but I just want a bit of variety, so you'll just do that. And then I think I'll just have these flowers at the bottom. We'll have them, let's put them there, and then let's do some of these. we can always rip some more. I've just printed quite a few off so that I had a bit of a variety. And what I'm going to do is just do it like that. I just thought the colours would be really nice on a collaged cover. I'm going to do inside and the front and the inside the same. So yeah, just print extra pages off, or if you're not using you know, a kit, whatever it is, scrapbooking paper, whatever it is you're using. I've just printed a few different ones off, and then I've just got some different papers. It's got a bit of white on there. I was going to do this before, but I wanted to show you the full process. I've had quite a lot of new subscribers lately, and I've logged on, well, I went on this morning and I have reached 5,000 subscribers, so thank you everybody. I'm delighted about that, really delighted. This is a nice page, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to rip it so that I've got like the squares. Yeah, hit 5,000 subscribers, so thank you so much to you all. I'm really grateful. Yeah, I like this page, so I think what I'll do is leave that there for the front bit. I'll just do one of them, and then we'll do one of these, and we might need to rip some more like I said, but we'll see how we go for now. See how we get on with these. Yeah, so it's going to be a really nice colourful journal. Yeah, we can have that big piece. Let's just break this piece down a bit. Come here. Right, okay, so what I've got is I'm using Mod Podge. Let's just get that there, and I've watered it down 50-50. I've done. That's what I'm using. Use whatever you've got, whatever you normally use to decoupage with. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start at the top. Now I want to glue my papers over the edge. Okay, so let's start off with a big one. So I need to leave it over that edge as well, don't I? Okay. I mean, you don't have to leave it to go over the edge, but I just think it looks better. So I'm gonna put one there like that. You can do smaller pieces if you want to, you know. Like I said, I will have to put my spine probably back in it. I am going to stitch all this as well when it's dry, but obviously I can't do that at the moment because it's wet. Okay, let's just get some big pieces. Should have plenty here to go over, to be honest. That feels really thick, that piece. I am going to overlap. I just hope you can see what I'm doing. Push it up a little bit. Right, let's get something to go down the bottom there. Once you've done the edges, the middle's easy to do. I'll do around the edges first, I think. Let's just glue that down. I don't know whether I've done the right thing putting the spine in before I've collaged, or whether I should have left it till after, but yeah, whatever, we'll do it now. Let's just put that on. Yeah, just take your time, there's no rush, and just make sure you glue everything down. You can always go back over it if you miss something. I just find the Mod Podge is it's a little bit too thick without watering it down. Trying to see what I want, because that's going to be a corner. I'll have to put something down that little bit there, but I'm trying to visualise the front cover. So I need to put something down there. What should we have? We'll do that in a minute. Let's just go along the bottom. Get a big piece for along the bottom. Like so. I'll probably have to try and dry it off a little bit. It's hard when you're working on, so you miss bits, don't you, when you sat on top of it. But I think I'll be okay. It dries pretty quick, Mod Podge, so let's, yeah, I'm just sort of looking what I want to put. Because this bit here is going to be the front of the journal. Let's have, just go in different ways. In fact, we'll have to have that there and fill something in the gap. Can you see the little gap there? Let's get a piece of, let's just rip a piece of this off. We'll put a piece on there. Like so, then I can fold it over, and we need a little piece up here, don't we? Let's just put this piece on, then we don't forget. I just thought this would be a nice cover, mixed media kind. I was going to get me sprays out, and I thought, you know what, I think a collage cover will be nice to add to. Right, let's do this last little piece along the edge here. What I'll do is for the other side, I'll speed it up. You've got the idea now, haven't you, what I'm doing? Let's just get another piece there. So now I'm just going to fill in the middle with papers. I'm going to overlap. I'm going to have this one here on the back, right down the back there. Nope, I'm not. I'm trying to, that's it. There's a little gap. I don't want it crooked neither. Yeah, so we'll come, well, we've got August, haven't we? But August will fly by, and then we're into the cosy season. Oh, I love it. Love autumn. Love autumn crafting. I love everything about autumn. Yeah, I really do. Let's have, oh, I've started with a really runny nose this morning. I hope I'm not coming down with a cold. That's all I need. Should we have a pumpkin that way? Yeah. Right, let's have something with some blue one. Let's have that one there. Like that. Yeah, like I said, I will sew around the edges. Oh, excuse me. Right, I think, have I done all that side? Oh, I like that. That'll be really nice when it's dry. Right, guys, I'm just going to go off camera and just, oh, actually, I think I've pulled a bit of paper there. Let's just stick a little bit over the top. I am going to go off camera and just dry it, and then I'll turn it over and show you what I'm going to do on the back. Okay, I'll be back in a minute, guys, for you. Okay, so I have dried it off. I'm not going to dry it thoroughly. I'm going to leave it to dry. You might notice a little bit of glitter. I run out of ordinary Mod Podge. I only had the one with glitter in, so I've had to add a little bit of that. I can see it sparkling. Okay, I'm just going to take that off a minute. I'm just going to give me mat a little wipe. I'm sorry if you get a bit of a glare, just whilst I turn it over and then nothing sticks. Just dry it. So we're just going to do the other side now. Now, as you can see there, it's easy for me to turn in the corners now and do it like that. So I'm going to bring it over and just like that, and go right along the top. Just bring them over. I just find it gives a much neater finish when you're collaging covers if you do it like this. I will definitely stitch around it. Not left as much here with this bit. Might just be able to fold it over a little bit. Yeah. Can't do very much with these daft nails, to be honest. Right, let's do the bottom. Let's go along the bottom. And let's... Yeah, so just fold it up and glue over it. Same with this one. I don't want to rip them. Can you see this corner here? Just collage over it and then I'll stitch it down. If you want to cut them, if you feel better cutting them, I've just folded that one in a little bit. That one's a bit messy, but you won't see it when I've put some paper over the top of it. Let's just wipe that off my desk. I'm in a sticky mess. Right, let's fold these in. Just do what you're comfortable with doing. You could either cut them down, or can you see how I'm just going to fold them over like that. Fold it in. And just try not to rip the papers like that. There we go, that's better. Let's just wipe my sticky hands. Okay, and now what I'm going to do, guys, is I'm going to speed it up and I'm just going to stick the rest of the papers. Finished the sparkle on there. Oh, I like that. Isn't that a nice cover? Let's flick it over, and that's going to be my front. I'm not going to fold it just yet. I'm going to leave it overnight to dry properly. Oh, I'm really pleased with that. I think that'll be a nice cover, won't it? I'll be, oh, my spine's still there. What I might do is put a piece of fabric down the middle and down the back of my spine. I'm not going to do it yet because I want to let that dry. But yeah, I just wanted to make a start today. Tell you what I was doing. I'm going to leave it now overnight. I'm not going to touch it, and then I'm going to stitch around it, and then I might put some fabric down. I'm not sure, just to strengthen it, then it doesn't rip, because it's only a paper bag to be that I started with. So there we go then. That's the start of our first little, well, not going to be little, it's going to be a nice big chunky journal. I think we will do some gel printing next. Yeah, I want to do some autumn colour gel prints and well, these colours as well, so they tie in with the kits. Yeah, so as always guys, I hope you've enjoyed watching. Thank you so much for taking the time out of your day. I do appreciate it, and take care, and I'll see you all again soon. Bye for now.